my name is Amber Neer. I am the advisor for adult learners here at Wayne State. So I help folks who have taken some time off from university and are coming back, maybe haven't attended university at all and are just starting out at Wayne State, but are maybe, aren't the traditional 18-year-old first time in any college student. I am the advisor for the Worry Your Way Back program, but I also help folks who aren't involved in that, who don't have a debt to the university. So I'm a one-stop shop. If you have any questions about pretty much anything at Wayne State and you aren't really sure where to go or you're not getting answers, let me know and I can help. So today I'm really excited to have Daisy here to give you more information about what FAFSA and financial aid looks like for adult learners. And especially in light of COVID, there's some different things going on. I'm going to learn a lot here too, some different options. There's a CARES Act, and what does that mean? Does it apply to you? Maybe not, maybe it does. And so Daisy is going to be gracious enough to share that information with us. And again, if you have any questions as we move through the presentation, you can drop those in the group chat and I'll be monitoring that. And we'll also have time for questions at the end too. So with that in mind, I'm going to share my screen. And then, let's see here. Okay, so Daisy, whenever you're ready.
All right, I'm ready now. Welcome everybody. I see some names I recognize. Miss Davis, I see that you joined us. Thank you so much. And again, this is not an all-inclusive presentation, but it has some items that you will be interested in. So if you have any questions, we'll be here until you're finished with all of your questions after I do my presentation. So please feel free to ask any questions. The only thing I would ask is for you not to give personal information like social security numbers, access IDs, things like that. You could always email me. My email, I'll give you my email on information at the end of the presentation, and please feel free to email me at any time. Okay? All right, Amber, we can start.
Oh, one other item. Looks like when I'm sharing, I can't see the group chat, so I won't be able to see the questions like I thought I would, but I'll make sure to check those at the end of the presentation.
All right. One of the first things is, and I've always said this, we are here for you. So there are no reasons that I know of. Amber just said, she's a one-stop shop. She's wearing a ton of hats. So am I. I may not know everything, but I know some things, and I know who knows a lot of stuff. So I can connect you. I can be a resource to you. And my job is to make sure that you have the financial aid that you need to finish your degrees and to graduate and then move forward for next degree or whatever else, whatever your plans may be. But please understand that we are here for you, and we're here to support you. And you know this, a college degree is an investment. And the reason why I say that is because once you have a college degree, that's going to continue to grow as far as wages are concerned. So this is truly, truly an investment. It's a very expensive investment, okay? But it is something that you will never regret getting, and that it'll continue to be useful for a very, very, very long time. The Office of Student Financial Aid is here to assist students and families with coordinating available resources to assist you with the expense, with the yearly application process, the FAFSA, and budgeting. Okay, next. By now, of course, you should have already completed the 2020-21 FAFSA, and I hope and pray that everybody has already done that, made any necessary corrections to the form, received an award letter from us, submitted any additional documents to our office that we have requested, and reviewed Academica for financial aid updates. And the documents that I'm talking about is some of you may have been chosen for the process called verification, where the Department of Education chooses certain students from the population to have the financial aid office make sure that the information that you submitted on the FAFSA is correct. I'm telling you, one number switched in a social security number throws everything off kilter. So it's really important that, if you're chosen for verification, we usually want to know how many people live at home and and copies of your taxes or W-2s, things like that. And all those forms are on our website and you can submit them electronically. So if you were chosen for verification, please, please take care of submitting the forms as soon as possible. If there's anything I can do, please email me and I will make sure that that whatever your need is, will be taken care of. You want to review, you should have already reviewed Academica for financial aid updates. Next, please. Is it too late to file the FAFSA? No, actually it is not. I would have preferred that everybody had their FAFSAs in October 1st of last year, because now that you don't need to use your current tax information, you can file the FAFSA as soon as it's out there for you by October 1st, using your in this year would have been your 2018 taxes. Okay, so no excuses why this form, has not been completed. But if you have not done that, life happens. Look at the pandemic. We have a situation going on. There is still time. Okay, you want to check Academica for award status and any other requirements that are needed. Academica is your best friend. In addition to myself and Amber, please, Academica is the way we communicate with us. So get those documents as soon as possible to the financial aid office. Next, please. In Academica, you're going to check your aid status. You're going to accept your awards, fulfill requirements like entrance counseling and a master promissory note, follow streams for scholarships and financial literacy tips. You will then, you can get to Wayne Connect, Canvas, your one card account, and course tools. This is an invaluable website. So make sure that you learn how to navigate. It's not that hard, really. Even if we're not all computer savvy, this is not a hard, website to follow. So please make sure that you visit Academica often so that you don't want to be surprised by anything that the financial aid office may say, well, we sent you an email 2 months ago and we still don't have your documents, because without the documents, we can't verify your information and then you will not be able to have your aid. So it's all connected. Okay, next, please. You can also check your student requirements. Sign in using WSU Access ID and password. Complete your portion of the form. And insert, if you're a dependent student or if you're independent, your email address so the forms can be routed to your parents, or you can send them to us once they're complete if you're going to be using the electronic form. Those are the forms that I would recommend strongly you use. Just make sure you read everything carefully. Sometimes students will send us 10 copies of the same document. So just make sure that you take your time doing this, and that you read every form that you're completing carefully. If you have 5 people in your family or 3 people in your family, make sure it's not an 8 or a 6 or anything like that. All right, because we want to make sure that we have everything we need. Next, please. I don't know how many of you have received award letters at this point, but you're in that award letter, you're going to see the types of aid that you have been awarded, the grants, which would be the Pell Grant, the scholarships, work study, and your loans, the subsidized loan and the unsubsidized loan. Next, please. Reading the award letter can sometimes be kind of cumbersome. We're trying to, or we did make, made many changes to make the reading of the award letters as simple as possible for everybody. You're going to see the award amounts, awards paid by term. In other words, if you're are eligible for a loan for $5,500, $2,500 will pay for the fall, $2,500 will pay for the winter semester. Every single award you have will divide between fall and winter. The amounts are based on 12 credits or more, and that's the enrollment that we are looking for. Some of you can only be enrolled in 6 credits, so that you're moving at a really good pace. So the federal Pell Grant will pay based on the number of credits that you're taking. However, and the loans though will probably remain the same as long as you're taking 6 credits or more. You want to check award messages in Academica. The cost of attendance is also really important. The cost of attendance doesn't mean that this is what it's going to cost you to attend Wayne State, okay? But we call it cost of attendance is kind of a budget. We'll give you an amount for books that we think you need. We'll give you a transportation, amount. That's what we call a budget, but it's also called the cost of attendance. So it's an estimate of total costs that the average student will have while in school from September to May. This is not a direct charge, okay? Because we have all kinds of things attached to the budgets. What you really need to zero in on is tuition and fees, particularly if you're not living on campus. Look at tuition and fees, look at your financial aid award, see what you're receiving each semester, and then subtract each semester what the tuition and fees are from the award that you're getting, from the funds that you're getting. If there's money left over, we will send that to you. If you owe, then you either make arrangements with student accounts receivable or just pay out of pocket. Okay, next please. Student resources. I wasn't even aware of some of the resources that we have at Wayne State. For instance, we have the W Food Pantry located at 703 West Kirby. It's a really nice place. It's clean. It's very well stocked. They even have meats and everything. They have freezers. It's well staffed. So if anybody needs anything, any food or anything that they, if you're in a pinch, just, you show your WSU 1 card and you can go shopping. We also have the HIGH program, helping individuals go higher. And there's the phone number, 313-577-9933, HIGH program at wayne.edu. We also have the Warrior Wardrobe. And this is a really, really excellent resource that we have at Wayne. Let's say that you're getting a degree at the Mike Ilitch School of Business, and you need to go for an interview, or you have an internship and you don't have a lot of clothes that's business casual. My goodness, you should see the clothes that we have. For instance, at we manage one of the wardrobes. The casual closet is fabulous. It's located in the Welcome Center in the 2nd floor. Of course, now it's closed due to the pandemic. But the place is very clean, very organized, and the clothes is amazing. Then we have the Career Cube that's located in the Career Services Center, 1001 Faculty Administration Building. That's the building, the glass and green building, kitty corner, or across from the Student Center building. But if you are in a pinch and you need anything, I'm telling you, the clothes is excellent. There's nothing dirty, nothing ripped. Everything smells very nice. I mean, these are, some of the stuff they have tags on them. So if you need to take advantage of that, please do not hesitate. Next, please. Now, let's talk a little bit about the emergency grant. The Student Emergency Grant offers limited emergency financial assistance to students because of temporary hardship related to an unexpected situation. For instance, let's say that you're enrolled, you know, how many credits you were enrolled. There's no requirement on the credits. And something has happened at home, your car broke or something at home, you know, it broke and you don't have the funds to fix whatever it is, you can then apply for the WSU Emergency Grant. These funds do not pay tuition and fees though, okay? It's not a loan. You do not require to repay this back. And the amounts range from $50 to $1,500 based on your need. And of course, you would have to submit some supporting documentation. And to apply for the emergency grant, all you need to do is to contact the student service at wayne.edu or call them at 313-577-2100. Now, if you have been denied this emergency grant before and you have a need, okay, or even if you received funds before and you still have a need, I would apply again. It's not going to hurt to reapply because of the circumstances, okay, because of the COVID situation. Some people have lost their jobs, things have changed. So sometimes policies and rules temporarily change to accommodate our students. So I would apply anyway, okay? Next, please. All right, the CARES Act funding. I don't know how many of you have applied and received the federal CARES Act funding. Due again to the coronavirus. The government, you know, understands and realized, you know, there are so many students in very, very dire positions right now. They've lost their jobs. Some of us went from full-time to part-time. You know, it's a kind of a critical situation. They understand that. So in order to help some of our students, they can, you know, they gave each university money to be awarded to the students. Now, there are some eligibility requirements. You have to be currently enrolled, okay, at our institution. And you have to have at least one credit during the winter, you know, before the pandemic occurred. And you have to have a FAFSA online and be eligible for federal financial aid. Okay, in other words, you can't have any defaults on your account or anything that would prevent you from receiving financial aid. You have to be a US citizen or eligible non-citizen. Be enrolled in a program that is not exclusively an online program. For instance, let's say that last semester or the fall I took 4 credits online, but the rest were all face-to-face. I'm okay. You know, of course, we weren't at the university, but I'm just giving you an example. But then for the winter semester, I decided to take everything online. Well, you know, again, that gets a little iffy because the government requires that the program that you were taking was not exclusively online. But because you had those classes in the fall, face-to-face, that would be okay. You would still qualify. You have to have expenses related to the disruption of campus operations due to the coronavirus, such as food, housing, course materials, technology, healthcare, and childcare. And believe me, some of us have, if not one or two, all of these things going on right now. You complete all the application questions in full. Read it carefully, please. And there's the website, https. Well, you can read it, Wayne, that you know, it's a long website, but it's available for you to use. And if you have not done this, please make sure that you do this. I don't know how long this is going to last. We have to exhaust all the funding, okay? So we don't know what's going to happen in the fall. We're kind of waiting to see what the president and the Board of Governors does with the attendance issue, but the CARES Act funding is still going. So at this point, if you have not applied and you meet these requirements, please make sure that you apply. Next, please. Okay. This is how you contact, if you want to contact the financial aid office, you can email studentservice@wayne.edu. You can visit our website, but please let me give you my email address right now, and I'll put it on the chat box in a little bit. It's ad6324@wayne.edu. 6324@wayne.edu. When you email me, please make sure that you add your Access ID to the subject line so I can find you quickly and be able to help you as soon as possible. So now, if you have any questions, please, ask anything. If I need to explain something again, just let me know, and I'll be happy to explain anything again.
Hi,
Hello,
this is
Abba.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing okay.
Good. I have a question. So I went to Wayne State previously. Of course, I'm coming back, but I've exhausted all of my financial aid for now. So I don't have any really financial aid. I think it was like very, very little. So basically, I have to come out of pocket. Are there any other resources out there for people that may have exhausted their financial aid?
Well, unfortunately, we're still trying to work that one out, Abba, but what I recommend you do is email me, please, and I'll see, did you file a FAFSA and send it to us yet?
I did all that. I got an award letter, but like I said, it was very, very little. It was barely anything to cover anything. Okay. I did accept it because it was given to me, but other than that, I'm gonna have to come out of pocket for everything, and that's gonna be really hard. But I mean, I have to do what I have to do, but I just wondered if there was any additional assistance.
Okay, at this point, I have to take a look at your account. Let me take a look at that. Email me, please. Email me as soon as you can, and I will take a look at your account, and I will come up with some ideas that maybe would work. We have payment plans. We have other things that that we can do. You're not going to be enrolled, I don't think. Right, Amber, full-time? If you're
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we may be able to talk about this, okay? But don't be discouraged. Just email me and I will take a look, and then we will go from there. Right at this moment, we don't have any additional funding, earmarked for students in your situation, but you never know. I'm always begging my bosses for money, and sometimes I hit the jackpot. So you don't know. I'm serious. I can't make promises, but by golly, I'm going to try my best, or my bestest, as my daughter used to say when she was 5, to help you with what I can. And if we cannot help you, I'm going to tell you, I will be very honest to tell you, Abba, this is what we can do. This we cannot do. So you will be responsible for this. And depending on when you're graduating, you just never know. Okay. So don't get discouraged. Email me and I'll reply to you pretty quickly, because you don't have time to,
Yeah. Can you repeat your email one more time?
Sure. I'm going to put it on the chat box, but it's A as in Apple, D as in David, 6324@wayne.edu.
So before anyone hops in on audio, I want to get to the questions that came up in the chat box while we were going through. So Chanel asks, if you have any debt, does that have to be paid off in order to be in the program? So I'm not sure what you mean, Chanel, by the program, if you mean Warrior Way Back, or if you mean
yes.
So Warrior Way Back, you need to have your balance to the university at 1,500 or below.
Okay. Okay.
I was going to get to your question, Karen. Do you want to ask?
No, you can say it.
So Karen said, when I was on Academica and was trying to accept my financial aid and the subsidized loan, the site said that I had to go and do an orientation, but the FSA said my ID was pending and I couldn't complete anything else after that.
You know what, Karen, why don't you email me? Because I'd have to take a look at your account to see what is going on with that. You should be able, were you admitted to Wayne already? You were admitted, right?
Yeah, I registered for my fall classes, and I check accept the subsidized loan because the Pell Grant's only giving me $1.
Okay, you know what? No, we can't have that. We got to take a look at your account. I mean, not about the Pell, but we have to take a look at your account. I bet my last dollar, that dollar that you're getting on your Pell, I bet that you have accepted them right and it's not showing. So please email me, Karen, so I can take a look, okay?
Okay.
You guys hold a real special place in my heart and in my day because it's important that you finish what you started. So
I am really trying hard.
I know you are. I know.
Out of my parents' 3 children, I'll be the first to graduate from college.
Congratulations.
That's important.
Fabulous.
Awesome.
That's an important example to set for my children.
Yes, it is. And we're going to help you. We're going to help you. So please email me and then I will take it from there. But I'll communicate with you, of course. And then I'll let you know.
And Karen also asked if the CARES Act will be available for folks who have exhausted Pell Grant through FAFSA.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. That you can have exhausted your loans or anything. Yes. As long as you meet the requirements of being enrolled and not taking any online, a whole program online, you're good to go. So, okay.
And then Chanel also asked, what are my financial payment options if I've exhausted my financial aid? And we went over that a little bit already, Daisy. Anything else you'd like to add or reiterate?
Well, if you're exhausted, I have to look at your account and see what we can do. I can't make any promises, but again, I'm going to try my hardest to help you. And there are things that maybe you would be able to do, but I would have to email you on that.
Okay.
Because I don't want to pry and, talk about your personal stuff. Because that's against my religion. Can't do that. But please email me, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All righty. Thank you.
And then Siobhan asks, can you apply for the emergency grant if you received CARES Act monies?
Yes, and yes. Yes, Siobhan, absolutely. Read it. Read the application carefully and send it. Don't sit on this, guys, okay? If you're ever going to do something with financial aid, it's like, the comment, I can't buy green bananas. I got to buy them yellow, eat them now, because if you wait, forget it. So do it quickly.
Okay.
So that was the last of the chat questions. Did anyone else have any questions they'd like to get to Daisy?
Yes, I have a question. This is Chanel Tucker.
Mm-hmm.
I was actually enrolled, and then I took a brief hiatus in 2013 because of the death of my father. So I haven't been in school. I haven't been at Wayne State since 2013. So is there am I still a student at Wayne State? I guess is my question.
Yes, absolutely. Once you're a student, you're always a student. I mean, sometimes if you've been excluded academically, it can get a little sticky, but you never have to reapply. Yes, you're still a student. You should still have access to your Access ID and password to log in. If you don't, you can contact the help desk and they can reset it for you. You might not be able to access your email until you register for classes, but you can still get into your accounts.
Okay.
And if you need to email me, Chanel, use your private email and it's fine. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
just because I need to look at your account and remember, you're like the Marines. Once a Marine, always a Marine. Once a warrior, always a warrior.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Yay.
You can never leave.
I have another question.
Sure.
I was lucky enough to get some scholarship money for the upcoming school year, the fall and then the winter semesters.
Congratulations.
So I'm so excited and so happy about that. but I kind of need more. It's not enough. So I was wondering, do they add on, or is that what I was given, is that it, or how does that work? Once I
No,
receive it?
I don't know. Yeah, I got to see your account. Sometimes we add, but I can't,
Okay.
tell you, yeah, we're going to give you more money if, look, here's the bottom line. Let's say that you are graduating 2021, right? I don't know
Yes,
when you're graduating, but let's say you're,
that's it.
do
2020.
you honestly think that we're going to let you hang out there because you don't have money to pay, let's say spring, summer? No, we're not going to do that. And I'm going to tell you why. I am the beggar in my office. I'm constantly asking for additional funding. So I'll take a look at your account and see what's there, and I will tell you exactly where you stand. But if you're at the end of this thing, 2021, Lord willing, if I'm there still, you're graduating, my dear. You're not graduating.
Just
All right.
Yes, cool. So that was the first question. The second question is to for you, Amber. I'm in the Warrior Way Back, and I'm my second semester down at the end of this semester. So I have one more semester to complete the obligation for that forgiveness. But the semester coming up, I will not be. I'm only going to have 6 credits because I'm going to take that French class at a community college to save myself some money. But I still have to complete. I still have to follow up in January. So that would be that third semester that's required. So will I still be in good standings with the Warrior Way Back program if I just come out of sequence for one semester and only have 6 credits versus 11 or whatever the requirement was?
So for Warrior Way Back, you only need to be enrolled in 6 credits at Wayne State for that semester to count.
Oh, woohoo! I didn't know that.
See, you just never know what you're going to learn in these talks.
It was more than 6. Okay, so I'll be fine. So I'll be done with the Warrior Way Back in November. Is the school year ended in November this year, or have they said?
Way to go, Siobhan.
Yes, thank you. I'm so excited for myself. I will be the first graduate in my generation of my cousin.
Congratulations.
Well,
We're
congratulations.
going to have a virtual party for
I'll
everybody.
be the first one. Yes. So I thank you guys for your well wishes, and I'm so excited.
Oh, that's
Woo!
wonderful.
It's been a journey.
This is better than a steak dinner at 6 o'clock. I'm telling you.
Yes, it is.
But I
Oh,
think it CARES money, and it helped me a lot because I was able to buy air conditioning for my home and get a laptop.
oh,
And
good
so
for
it's
you.
important.
that is working. So she's
Good for
correct.
you.
And it didn't take long at all. So it made
You
it
know-
way more comfortable to have to sit at home and finish my courses.
Good for you. Well, the plan is working because you're working.
Yes, yes.
So good for
You
you.
know, I just wanted to mention you touched on format of courses in the fall, and if we're going to end in November. The official answers we don't know yet, but I believe we're supposed to actually find out tomorrow. There's supposed to be some sort of announcement. I keep hearing July 15th to hear more about what the fall is going to look like. But I think a lot of you have already registered for the fall, and you're seeing that the registration looks a little bit different in terms of what class availability is.
Oh, God.
So
yeah.
there's a couple different ways right now that classes are being offered. So there's some limited campus courses, which at this point would mean social distancing. I've heard from my supervisor that there are limited courses that are being offered in like the large lecture halls that usually seat several hundred folks, and there's like a cap of 40 students in those classes, so you'd definitely be able to socially distance there. So there are some face-to-face courses like that. I think it's very limited though. And then there are 2 different ways for online courses to be available. They're either synchronous or asynchronous. Asynchronous is how most online courses are usually structured, in that, you know, there are still due dates for assignments, but there aren't specific times you have to be available. So you could do your work at 3 o'clock in the morning if you want. You can change it every week, whatever works best for you. But there's also synchronous classes, which are kind of like a blend of the campus, and that you still have class meeting times. So if you're going to be on campus and have, you know, class meetings on Mondays and Wednesdays from 3 to 5, you'll still have those meetings, but they'll be online through Zoom or Teams or whatever your instructor decides to use. So, but it'll only be online. So when you register for classes, keep a lookout for that, because even though it's online, doesn't necessarily mean that it's, you know, kind of freewheeling like some of the regular online classes. And that's how things are right now. But, you know, things can change as they usually do.
Yes.
And if anyone needs any encouragement about the asynchronous class, I'm taking one now for math, and it is the most non-aversive experience you'll ever have. It is such a cool class, and you just go on, it's on YouTube, you get the lesson, the lecture. If you don't understand, you email the teacher, he's available office hours. I've had like 3 sessions with him. I'm the only one in the class that actually, from what I understand, utilize, because it's, you know, doing office hour time. But I'm getting out of that class right now. It's so
Ooh, great.
It's
All
stress
right.
free. It is
Awesome.
That's
it's
great.
stress-free.
I'm very nervous about the online.
This
Oh,
class,
don't be. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Yeah, you'll be fine, and you're not the only one who's nervous.
I'm
I
not
think
the only-
everyone's in the same boat here, and we want to make it work for everyone.
Yeah, but I'm a 60s baby, so we didn't have this kind of technology when
And
I
you
was
weren't the
going
only
to
one
school.
to be that. You know, I hear a lot of students are coming in thinking they're going to be the oldest person in their class, and you're not. You're not.
I'm 43.
You're not going to be alone.
It was difficult for me to navigate with my other class, and they're working with me. But it's don't be nervous, because with what's going on, you will make it, and folks are understanding. And this particular class, I have 3 online, but this one, it's at your own leisure. Like she said, you can do your work and look at your lesson whenever you want. You have a full week to complete it before it's due, and it's smooth sailing. But I do understand your reservations with online. I'm a face-to-face learner, but I've learned to adjust. You will adjust. You will.
You know what? You guys don't know what you're capable of doing. I'm telling you. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that we would be talking about this, you know, online stuff? And so honestly, you have so much capability that you don't even know. You have never tapped it. So,
Right.
and we're here to help you. Don't forget, when I say we, I mean Wayne State folks, the professors, your peers. So you're not walking this alone, okay? So just no, don't give too much time to being fearful. I mean, you could feel that for a minute and they say, okay, I'm done with that, next.
Okay.
And move on, you'll be fine.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you,
very
guys.
welcome.
What other questions do y'all have?
Okay, I have one more question. Now, this is Chanel Tucker, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Now, as far as like being in the Wayback program, do I have to apply to get into the program?
Yes, there's an application to get into the Warrior Way Back program, and it's on our website. So
Now, I'm sorry, go ahead. Now, does my balance, I have an unpaid balance with Wayne State, so does that balance have to be paid off until I can be able to apply for the Warrior Way Back program?
So is your balance above $1,500?
Yes.
Okay, so you want to pay it down to the $1,500 before you apply.
Actually, you know what? I take that back. No, it's actually beneath.
Okay, well then just fill out the application.
Okay.
It's quick. It's like a 5-minute application.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
See, there are no reasons, no obstacles that you cannot overcome. I'm telling you, you're in the right place at the right time.
So I'm sorry. So will every class be online now since of the COVID-19?
Maybe. Right now, there's still some things that are going to be on campus, but we're going to see how, like I said, I think there's going to be an announcement tomorrow or the next day from the president about what they're expecting.
And you know, trust me, you guys will get an email from us and everybody will know if it's a hybrid or if it's totally online or whatever. You will know, honest. We're not going to leave you in the dark. Right now, we're kind of all in the dark, but it's okay. They're turning lights on. The meeting with the president, the town hall is on the 16th, which is Thursday.
Yeah, I marked that on my calendar.
Yep. So
Perfect.
you will know. You will know.
Okay, because I have 2 children and my son is 5 years old and he's autistic. And right now, my husband and I don't know if we're going to send our kids back to school. So that's the reason why I was wondering if every class will be online, because taking online classes will be much more feasible for me.
Mm-hmm.
Because right now I'm a substitute teacher myself. So since the kids are out of school, I'm out of a job and I need to be here for my children.
Right.
Yeah,
Well,
the struggle is, the struggle with parenting right now, especially in unique
Right.
situations. And,
right.
I have a 5-year-old son too, who's supposed to start kindergarten, and we have no idea what that's going to look like. And I'm kind of nervous about it. I don't even know what I want to happen right now.
Right.
And so we're all just trying to figure it out. And I'm with you. I'm just kind of hoping as much online as possible, at least on my end, as a parent. But we're just a big wait and see.
Okay.
Yeah, this time is kind of stressful because between trying to get back into the swing of school and working for Detroit Public Schools, and it's been a lot of hit or miss. We had to go, I got tested on the 7th, and my results were back on the 10th, and I tested negative. And I have the antibodies, which was really surprising to me because
Oh, wow.
first week out of school, I thought I had like flu-like symptoms, or my allergies were flaring up. So I started taking allergy medicine, and I lost my sense of smell and taste for like a week. And then they came back. So I guess with me being tested positive for the antibodies, I had the COVID during that week we first got let go from school back on March 13th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. But this is, again, like everybody is sharing, a very stressful time, but you know what? We're going to be okay. We are going to be okay. And from what I hear from all of you, boy, you're an amazing group of people, honest.
Oh.
Wanting to come back at this time, or those who are here already and all of that, my goodness, I congratulate you all. This is fantastic. So stand strong.
Yes, ma'am.
Wayne State Warriors.
That's right. That's right. Not Wayne State worry. I worry. Warrior, but a warrior.
Warriors.
That's right.
Any other questions or thoughts? Anything else you want to share?
Yes.
I do have a question.
Oh. Go ahead, Jamie.
Uh-oh. Okay, so for the Warrior Wardrobe, can you donate there?
Oh, yes. We love donations, lady. Hi, Viola. Hi.
Hi.
It's good to see you.
I have a lot of different things I need to go through, and I
Okay.
know I'll be making a donation for sure.
You know what we'll do? Email me about that. Just don't, because the place is closed and I don't want to miss out on what you want to donate. So communicate with me, Viola. We're going to be attached to the hip anyway, because I'm, we're doing some things. So.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Viola, did you have a question?
I did have a question, but I forgot what it was.
We can email me.
I do know. Now I remember. Now, as far as like how many classes I had left, before I took my hiatus from school, I only had 5 classes left to take before my degree. So does that still stand right now, or should I make an appointment to go sit down and talk to a senior advisor?
Right. So a part of the admission to the Warrior Way Back program is I help you set up an appointment with your department advisor. So that will all come in the workflow. So you don't have to worry about that right now. Just work on the application, and then we'll take it from there.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Juan.
My question is, for my financial, it gives almost enough to pay for school. How can I get additional money without applying for them scholarships? I'm applying for 1 million of them, and I don't get type of feedback from them at all.
You're breaking up a little bit. I couldn't get. Did you get the question, Amber?
I didn't. Dewan, could you try again?
The question is, how can I get additional financial aid? Because my financial aid right now doesn't quite cover all of my, tuition. So what additional resources can I use other than a scholarship? Or because get, applying for them. I've applied for 1 million of them, but I haven't gotten any feedback from any of them.
Yeah.
Well, we're still awarding scholarships, Tijuan, so, give it some time. And then I have your access ID, so I'll check your account.
Okay.
And then I'll email you, all right? I'm gonna make a note to myself right now.
Anyone else?
Oh, I did have one quick question, another
Yeah.
one. Now for the CARES program, the CARES Act,
Mhm.
since I haven't been in school since 2013, do I still qualify? Would I qualify for that since technically I'm still a student at Wayne State?
No, unfortunately, you would have to have some courses at least for the winter semester.
Okay.
Something. Yes, yeah, but you know what? Again, we don't know what's going to happen in the fall. This is not, I believe there's going to be another wave of CARES funding. So, and you'll be with us. So we'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I remember the last time I tried to register, I actually went on to Academica, and it did say that I had a hold on my account because of my unpaid balance. So do I have to pay for that first and then go ahead and enroll? Well, not enroll, but register for a course? Or can I do that right now?
So for Warrior Way Back, if you qualify, we'll take care of the holds too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Really, you need to do the application. I keep saying that. Application, all the rest will come in the workflow. So don't worry about the rest.
You're becoming a warrior, not a warrior. Don't worry. This is a dumb.
Okay.
Amber is great. You'll see. And then I do the financial aid piece. Let me tell you, the only thing I cannot do for you is walk across the stage and get that diploma. But everything else, it's set. So don't be.
All right, yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
And let me just reiterate that Amber and Daisy are fantastic, just so you
Oh,
know. They are
oh yes.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I needed that
Amber?
today.
I have one more question, Amber. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can help me now. I just thought about this when I was trying to figure out who to contact. The tuition for the current semester. I know other schools where the attendees had gotten like financial breaks concerning the current semester because of the online switch where they were able to retrieve some of their monies. Did that happen with Wayne State? Were we eligible to receive any of our tuition money back or anything like that because of the online? No.
And a couple folks have asked about that, and the reasoning is that you're still, if anything, instructors are putting in extra time to move those classes to remote. So there's really no argument to receive any money back on classes from the university's perspective. So no, that's not happening. It's the same tuition rate, and there's no refund money there. If you had needed to, there was an extended withdrawal date for the fall, for the winter. So if you wanted to withdraw later, you could have done that. If you really didn't want to move online, but no kind of refund for moving online.
But remember, tuition did not go up for 2021. We did not have tuition rates, which is fantastic.
Yes, amen.
So that, that's a good thing.
Right.
That makes planning a whole lot easier.
Right. Okay, thank you. Thank you guys. I appreciate the session, and I am emailing you right now, Daisy.
Okay, sounds good, my dear. Thank you.
Thank you.
I went in the chat to you, Daisy, but I'm gonna email you too.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anything
Thank
else? Any
you.
last minute questions?
Yes, for my unpaid balance, do I pay Wayne State or a third party?
It depends on everyone's a little bit different how they on how the student accounts receivable handled it.
I mean, that will be paid directly to accounts receivable, and then they
Right.
do what they do. But you pay straight to accounts receivable, yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But don't make
Do
any
you
payments yet.
know? Do you know if I can do? Yeah. Do you know if I pay accounts receivable online, or do I have to go down to the university?
No,
No, you won't need to go in.
You do it online, everything. And by the way, everybody, please, if you haven't done this yet, sign up for direct deposit once you are enrolled and your financial aid is in place and all that good stuff. Because if you don't sign up for direct deposit, student accounts receivable will mail you checks and it becomes kind of strange. So, you know, once you're settled and you know you're coming and everybody's good and you're enrolled and blah, 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 because we pay 1 week before classes begin.
Okay.
Schedule.
Okay.
Tell me, how can I pay for classes or my balance without getting that fee on my credit card? You know, because it's like $7.
Oh, now you're talking something totally different, Juwan. I try to tell Wayne State, oh, don't charge us for, are you kidding? Yeah, they're good, because it's a service that they're providing. They own, all the universities do that.
Yeah, it's a $40 non-refundable deposit, and that's why I got into an agreement with accounts receivable where I mailed in my checks when I wasn't coming in person to pay them. And that was so much better.
Yeah, but you know, regarding the credit cards, there's always going to be an extra charge. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
I can't help you with that one.
It's unfortunate there's a charge, but without disclosing too much information about other universities. The last university I worked at, it was way more than $40
Oh, yeah.
to make any payment. It was
Wow.
huge. So I don't like it, and I feel like especially right now, it would be ideal if we didn't have it, because I don't think people want to go in face to face. But it sounds like there are some other options, maybe mailing checks.
Yeah. Because, you know, the thing is that it costs money to the university to do the credit card thing, because the credit card companies want money too.
Yes.
You know, everybody's getting money but us, you know. So, but you know, Amber, I may ask that question. They'll probably slam their proverbial door in my face, but I don't care. I'm going to ask anyway. Why can't we give them a break, you know? So we'll see.
Hey, Amber and Daisy.
Hey, Jermaine.
Hi there. How are you?
Find yourself. Hello, everyone. To answer that question there, because I do pay a lot of money, but if you use a credit card, it does charge you the credit card fee for it. But if you do it with your debit card or direct deposit, but your banking information, it don't charge you no fee. If you do a deposit from your your checking account or your debit card.
Yeah, that's
Thanks,
right.
Jermaine.
Yeah, that's good. And remember, that's why it's important to sign up for direct deposit. But yeah, for the payment, absolutely. Because remember that a debit card is like cash. So, you know, but the credit card is another story. So, Juwan, you may want to make some changes there, you know, see how that works. That's an option. That's great. Thank you, Jermaine.
Thank you, Jermaine.
No problem.
Okay, Jermaine, you said pay with the debit card.
Yeah, either a debit card or use your routing and bank checking account number to pay for your whatever balance you're gonna pay on it.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Anything else? I learned a lot today.
Me too.
Yes, me too.
That's good. We all learned something, didn't we? This is great.
All right, so I'm going to post this video recording of this session on our website in the next few days. So if you want to refer back to it, you certainly can. And I'll post the presentation there too, assuming Daisy's okay with that. And then you have our contact information. You have mine, so I've probably been emailing you like every day since the dawn of time. So you know how to find me. And then I did put Daisy's contact information in the chat box, the link to her contact info. It sounds like email works best for you right now, Daisy.
Yes, yes, it does. And I'm on it all the time. So I will be answering questions and doing, you know, it'll be fine. And remember, you're practicing your writing skills. So it's great.
And I just want to reiterate, I know I don't want to be rude, but really the best way to get in touch with me also is through email or scheduling an appointment. If you just give me a call, I probably won't answer, just mostly because, you know, I mentioned earlier I have 2 little kids running around when I'm at home. So it gets a little tricky to manage things. So if you make an appointment, that makes sure then I'm sure I can dedicate all that time to talking to you and answering your questions. So
Sorry.
our best or email.
Sorry.
Okay. So in that case, I'm gonna close down the presentation, and if you have any other questions, I'm glad to listen to this presentation went well.
You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Well, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. Be in touch soon, and thank you so much, Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
You too.
Bye.
Bye.